Call loops follow-ups allow you to automatically send and drip out text messages and voice messages in a sequence to your subscribers. So when somebody texts in to join your list or your group, or they opt in through a web form and they join your group, you can create a full sequence to be delivered. You can send a message immediately. 3 days later, you can send another message. 5 days later, you can create an entire follow-up sequence using text and voice messages. So the first step is to just create your follow-up. Now, when somebody joins your group, a best practice is to send a text or a voice message immediately after they subscribe, just to kind of kickstart that relationship. The thing that you don't want to do is not send any follow-ups. You're building this group, and a couple months later you send them out a text message and they don't know who you are. So it's best to let them know that they joined this group right away. So I'm just going to call this one welcome. And the options you have here is send immediately and send at a later date. With send immediately, this essentially means as soon as they join your list, send this message to them. On the second step is when you actually create the message. So as soon as they join, you can send that message, or you can set up the options to where you have these between times. What these were created for is if you're doing voice broadcasting or voice messaging, when they join your list, let's say at 3 in the morning, you may not want to send them an immediate message at 3 in the morning, especially if it's a voice message. So what you can set up is this between time. So if they do join at 3 in the morning, don't deliver this message until these hours, right? 12 and 6 p.m. So if they do join at 3, this message will be delivered at 12 noon. If they subscribe at 1, they'll get the message immediately because it falls in that window. If you're doing text messaging, I don't recommend using that. You want to deliver the text right away because they're opting in right away. So you can set that to immediately. Now the send later, I'll show you after the first initial message, you want to set up these send later messages. So you can set this to go 2 days after, or 1 day after, or 12 days after, and you can deliver it at this specific time. And we have an option where you can select what days you want this to actually be delivered. So you may only want to deliver this message during Monday through Friday, or maybe just on a Saturday. So you have that option. So I'm just going to create send immediately, and we have the option to select text or a voice message. In the text message, you just can create your text message right here. Now on the right side under get personal, this means personalization tags. So if you are collecting the first name or the last name or the email address, you can personalize the text messages using these tags. So when somebody opts in and they give you the first name through a web form, or if they text in the keyword and their first name and you collect that, you can then use a personalization tag. So thanks for subscribing, Jack. You can create the message from here. So that's how you create the text. Now the voice message is simply for the caller ID. This is the phone number that people will see when you call them. So this could be your office line, it could be your cell phone, it could be any phone number that you have that you want to appear in here. It has to be a valid phone number in order for you to use the caller ID there. So this option here, when a user presses, let's say 2, they will then be unsubscribed from the message. The advanced options, a voicemail only. What this means is when you place your voice broadcast, this option will hang up when a live person is detected, and it will deliver your message when the voicemail is detected. So basically it's only going to deliver the message when it detects a voicemail. The live answer only is it will only play your message when it is picked up live. When it hears the answering machine, it will hang up. And then the transfer option, this is pretty cool. This allows you, or allows your user to press a digit on their keypad to be transferred to another phone number. For example, a call center or a sales floor or a customer service representative. You can transfer that as well. Now, Followup has a very cool feature where you can easily upload an MP3 that you've pre-recorded, or if you want to just simply record by your phone, you can do that. Just dial this phone number and enter in your unique PIN code and start recording your actual audio. So you can do that, and also once you have your audio uploaded, you can easily select it from here. And the option Live Answer Audio is Followup allows you to play a different audio for live answer and play a different audio for voicemail. So from here, again, you can record it, you can upload it, or if you have it already in your system, you can easily just select it. So once your voice broadcast is all set up, you can click Submit. Now let's go back to the text message, and I simply just want to create this text. Here is your 20% off coupon. Okay? You can create your text message, and here it is. So once it's created, you'll see the interval. This one's going to go out immediately. The welcome is the name of it. The send time is it goes out immediately. And test, what this allows you to do is you can send yourself an actual test to see what the text message looks like. So put in your phone number here, your cell phone, and then because we're using the first name tag, we want to go ahead and put in our first name in here. So once we put in our phone number, we click send, and Followup will send us that message we created. And if everything looks good, we can then turn this on, or we can go back and actually edit this text message. Now, if we want to create another follow-up in the whole series, we just create a follow-up, and this could be another text message or a voice message. And so 2 days after, at 11:51 a.m. Eastern Time, I want to send this voice message. And so like I was creating before, we can go down here, we can select voicemail only, we can select a transfer. So in your call, if you wanted to transfer to a call center, you would say something like, to be transferred to a sales representative or to a specialist, press 1 on your phone now. They press 1 and they get transferred to a particular 800 number or what have you. So we'll go ahead and create the audio. We're going to select that for pickup message, and we will select the voicemail. We'll click submit, and that's created, and we'll turn that on. And if we want to test that, we can put in our phone number here. Followup will call our phone, and we can listen to the actual audio. So here is our follow-ups. So immediately when somebody subscribes, they get this text. 2 days later at 11:51, they get this voice broadcast, and we can go on and create a full chain of follow-up messages. So that's how it works. Get creative with it, have fun, and start integrating this into a sequence. If you're using email marketing, now you can combine voice and text into your sequence as well.